think growing up, you always have visions of success. Oftentimes people would tell you that they can't see past their current circumstances. I think as kids, you grow up and you dream. And so I knew at some point my goal wasn't just to leave a certain environment, but it was to come back and build a certain environment. I started in Legal Shield. It was 1998. I was working at the post office at that time, disgruntled mailman, 10, 12-hour days, 6 days a week, sometimes 7 days a week. At some point, I had to stop being okay with things just being okay. And I found Legal Shield, and I'd heard about it 2 years prior from a coworker, but I just didn't believe it was real. So 2 years later, when I finally sat down and saw the opportunity, I saw the opportunity. I think Legal Shield gives the average person an opportunity to live an extraordinary life. One, because of the associations, to be able to be around like-minded individuals who are going and growing in the same direction as you is just phenomenal. I didn't have that when I was a disgruntled mailman. I worked in a building with 400 negative people. But whenever I came to a Legal Shield event, I saw people who were inspired, from stockbrokers to stock boys, people from every walk of life who wanted more out of life. And it allows you to think outside of the box. It allows you to grow. And that's the environment that Legal Shield has created. In 2000, my daughter was born, and so that really was a turning point for me because I wanted to be a stay-at-home dad, wanted to be a full-time father, and that's really been the greatest joy for me. I resolved early on I wanted to have as much time freedom with her as I possibly could, so I worked hard. I traveled, I did whatever was necessary so that as she grew, she would see her dad, that I could sometimes be the only father on field trips. She used to joke, "Dad, you go on more field trips than I do," right? And I enjoy that. It feels really good to be able to do the things that you want to do for the people that you love. My daughter sacrificed a lot with me traveling and, building a business, but at the same time, it's allowed me to be that stay-at-home dad that doesn't miss any field trips. You look up at the blink of an eye and she's 16. At 16, we were just able to do a phenomenal Sweet 16 birthday bash for her. I think the hardest part of putting on a Sweet 16 party is keeping it a secret from your Sweet 16. Getting the decorations, renting the venue, having everything catered. I was able to fly in our favorite recording artist from the West Coast, Lil Nico, to come in and perform and surprise her and all of her friends. To see her face when he walks in, to see the faces of her friends when he walks in, to see the venue, and just everything that it entailed is why you do what you do. And it's hard for me to believe that this little girl is now 16. It lets me know that what I'm doing here in Legal Shield is working, because I'm still able to not only build a business, but now help thousands of other parents come home to spend that same time with their kids. One of the blessings is being able to give back. My best friend Darnell Self and I co-founded a nonprofit many years ago, and so it allows us to adopt villages internationally, but also right here domestically, to feed families locally who don't even know our name, to spend time at men's shelters, but also to go back to my very elementary school, the school I grew up in, and provide Christmas gifts for all the kids throughout the schools every single year, to be able to give them backpacks full of supplies, and to be able to spend time and mentor and talk to them about where they are. It doesn't necessarily dictate where they'll be, because I grew up just like you. I lived right across the street just like you. For the most of them, I knew some of their parents. The best part about having success with Legal Shield is the ability to help others have success. I think that once you have success, you can teach it. It's the system's already in place to do it. It's allowed me to travel. It's allowed me to mentor associates from all across the country. But more importantly, it allows me to give back, to do the things that I always dreamed of doing. To be in a business that allows me the time freedom to do that, the financial freedom to do that, but also the wherewithal to have the personal development to be able to sow those seeds and know that at some point they'll, reap a harvest and turn into a forest is amazing.